My name is Safia. I lost my virginity at 16 years of age in my father's house with my room right next to my mother's. I come from a family of 5. My parents, myself, and my younger brothers who are twins. I went to a secondary school that only lets you graduate after you have memorized the Holy Quran. I was quiet and very respectful. I was a boarding student and only went home during breaks. I was one of the best reciters in my school.
Good afternoon. I see you're studying hard.
Yes, teacher, just reviewing. An A student with very good grades. Every teacher loved me. When I was in SS2, I went home to the heartbreaking realization that my parents had fallen apart. They weren't divorced, but my father had married another wife who was already pregnant, and we were no longer a priority for him. My mother was a medical doctor, and my father said she was hardly ever around to fulfill his needs as a wife. I was 14, but I partly understood what he meant.
You don't have time for me, for this family. You're always in the hospital working, neglecting your kids and my needs as a man.
That's not fair. My father moved out, my mother buried herself in her work, and I lost complete focus in school. My grades began to sink and I couldn't help it, and my exams were fast approaching.
Safia, what is wrong with you? The other teachers and I are worried about your grades. You need to sit up. Your SSC is in a few weeks.
Parents' matrimonial situation got to me in the worst way possible. I failed my SSC and JAMB exams. I watched as friends gained admission to universities and I was at home, a failure. I watched on my WhatsApp status as my friends gained admission into good schools to study the courses of their dreams, while I whiled away time at home watching Z World and having daddy issues. My mother was so angry she didn't talk to me for weeks. She sat down one evening for a heart-to-heart conversation.
Safia, I paid a fortune for your secondary school to ensure you attended a very good school, only for you to fail your examinations. I have enrolled you for extra lesson. You will retake the exam, and you better pass this time around.
I was very close to my father as a kid. I was more a daddy's girl than a mommy's girl because my mother hardly ever around due to the nature of her job. So my father leaving her hit me really hard. I had called my father severally, begging him to let me come live with him and his new wife. But he refused, saying I should stay with my mom and help take care of my younger ones who were only 9 years old. He eventually stopped picking my calls and never returned them either. It was the most difficult moment of my life. I started going to the lesson my mother had enrolled me in. I started the lesson filled with dreams and fueled by my desire to pass my exams and leave home for the university. I studied hard at night and answered every question in class.
Yes, photosynthesis is the process where plants use sunlight to make their own food from carbon dioxide.
I believe the
and
answer
water.
is the Nernst equation, which relates electrode potential to ion concentration and temperature.
A metaphor.
A simile uses like or as to compare, while a metaphor states it directly.
What? But my fellow lesson mates began to get angry, calling me an oversabi. Everyone hated me except this one boy.